Hello, everybody, and welcome to Day 1 Test Match Review between India and England. I am Freddie.
And I'm Oliver, and what a day of cricket it was.
God.
3 6 for 6, is it, at the close of play?
Just 300 for 6, yes. 300 for 6. India going at a nice strike rate of 3.4 and over. Run rate, sorry. But firstly, can we just get to our tactics of how each of us watched the game? Because obviously we're committed badgers. So we watched the game. So I went for the all-nighter technique with snacks full of 50 grams of sugar each just to keep me awake. I felt my heart go a bit, but how about you, Oliver? What tactic did you use?
I went to bed early last night and set an alarm.
Like a good boy.
I missed my alarm the first time, I think, but then it snoozes and redoes it in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so good. I missed the first over, but I came down just in time to see the first wicket.
That's cool.
And my tactic actually worked, and I was able to stay awake and watch it.
What, the whole test match?
Well, the whole first day of the test match.
Match. Yeah, that's what I meant. First whole day. Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to stay up the whole night.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be going to bed at 7:30, and with my milk and cookies next to me. I'll be doing that tonight. But but I think you shared the same pain when we turned on this TV and saw India batting first. Well, I had that pain in the first over because I thought it was going to be like 400 for naught after first day. But no, Ollie Stokes strikes first. My favourite cricketer, as I got the 3-pointer with him. But
it was the first time that Virat Kohli had won a toss against Joe Root. Up till that point, every time Virat Kohli had done a toss against Joe Root, he had lost. Which in fairness was it would only be 5 times, I think, because it would have been the 4-match series in England in 2018 and then the first test.
But still 20%, not great.
Yeah.
I've got a 100% record of losing a toss, but I've only got only one game, so that can be excused. But it worked in our favour as well, so I planned to lose that toss. But anyway, they started. We thought India were going to go and slog a good 400, take us through a day and a half of torture. But Ollie Stone, my favourite cricketer ever since that 3-pointer in Guess the Cricketer, took that wicket. He bowled incredibly well for his first spell. He went for only 1 run for his first 3 overs, 8 in his total 4. In his first spell, he was amazing. 15 overs, 42 runs and a wicket. Economy of 2.8. It was the lowest apart from Joe Root, who bowled 8 overs, which was a good spell for him. Good shift.
In Stone's first spell, he definitely didn't look like a player who was just playing a second test match.
No.
There weren't sort of nerves or anything. He was bowling fast. He was bowling accurate. And that was a great ball that got Shubman Gill out.
Yeah. Not a great decision to leave it, but yeah.
No. Hit the seam, came back in quite far, crashing into off stump. Dream start for England. Dream start for Ollie Stone.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the day, he was still bowling well, but he was looking a little less threatening. Sort of, I guess it just comes with inexperience.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt he'd have ever played in any even similar conditions too.
No. And also Ireland, from going from a test against Ireland to a test against India India, it's a bit of a difference. But I think he played very well for his first day in India. Ben Stokes, I do want to go on him because last time he bowled, he was hobbling through his action, and he didn't really bowl that much in the last test. And now today he only bowled 2 overs, and he was again hobbling after he had been bowling. Is there any fitness injury concern for him? Should we be worried about him?
Well, I'm not sure. in the first test, I saw his innings when he got 82 batting, and he looked completely fine there. But I guess there must be some sort of reason why he's not bowling, because I mean, you saw what he did in the first test, getting Kohli out. Obviously, he got a bit of luck with it just keeping.
Yeah.
But still, he definitely bowled more than 2 overs. You'd have thought on day one of a test match.
Yeah.
Although it was expensive in those 2 overs.
He went for 16.
Liking to 6 and 4 off 2 consecutive balls. But I definitely think he'd have bowled more if he could. So maybe there is some sort of injury concern there.
Hopefully not. But Jack Leach bowled very well again. 26 overs. Moeen Ali returns to the side. He also bowled 26 overs, both getting 2 wickets, just Moeen Ali being more expensive. He hasn't had great experience on that ground against India. Well, batting he has, just not bowling. But he's taken 2 wickets, which is good. Stuart Broad didn't get any wickets. He bowled quite well, to be fair. Wasn't expensive or anything. And Joe Root, he picked up a lovely wicket, didn't he?
Yeah, Joe Root actually bowled pretty well. He was getting a lot of chances, it seemed, really. Yeah. Towards the end, he almost looked the most threatening English bowler. And put himself on to bowl with the new ball. Classic captain. But back to the other spinners. I mean, Jack Leach was definitely far, far better than Moeen Ali.
Yeah, he bowled so well.
Other than those 2 balls from Moeen Ali that got the 2 wickets, I mean, there wasn't much to write home about. No. First ball was a no full toss. The ball after the wicket of Kohli was a full toss to Rouhani, giving him an easy shot for 4 to get off the mark after he struggled so much in the first test. There was just no control coming from Moeen Ali. He bowled 4 good balls and then a rubbish ball, a long hop or a full toss.
You can't. His experience isn't showing, is it?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously because he's been out the test team for a long time. And I'd say the Indian batsmen were playing him pretty well. They were playing maybe like a sweep or running down the wicket, which meant Moeen Ali then dragged his length back, and then they were rocking onto the back foot and hitting him through the offside.
Spot.
Yeah, but Leach was very good, especially his first spell. Bowled 15 overs straight through and went for just 30 runs. He was, other than sort of 2 or 3 looseners maybe in that first spell that would have all got hit for 4, he was exceptional, really, I thought.
Yes, very much so. But good bowling performance for England. 306 is a good position, really. Although the pitch does look like a day 5 pitch more than a day 1 pitch. So I don't enjoy looking at our batting innings in our second innings, watching us bat, trying to chase down the total. I don't look forward to that. But 306, where would you be looking to bowl India out for at this position?
Well, I'd say it's probably quite even at the moment at 300 for 6. And especially when you think if England get 1 more wicket, there's not much to come after that.
No.
With Kuldeep, Siraj and Sharma.
And Washington.
I think India will be looking England will be looking to get India out for under 350.
Yeah. If they could, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely need a first innings lead. With this pitch, back last against Ashwin, Kuldeep and Axar Patel.
Yeah.
I don't see us getting much more than sort of 250, maybe, even if that at a push in the last innings. But anything's possible, and who knows? We might only need 50 or 60 when it comes to the last innings. We might have another masterclass tomorrow and Monday.
We do hope so, though. We do hope so. But with the Indian batting performance, now Gill, we've said poor choice of shot, really. Rohit Sharma, though.
He was all right.
He was all right. Yeah, nothing too major. Just 161 of 231.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy watching him bat, but that's because he was smashing the England bowlers. It was a great innings, obviously. It has to be to get 161. And I mean, pretty much chanceless, really, up to the point where he did top edges a sweep. But he was sweeping the ball very well off both spinners, Ali and Leach. Some of those cover drives at the beginning of his innings off the fast bowlers were pretty good to watch. And he proved those who were wrongly saying he should have been dropped after his poor performance in the first test.
Yeah.
Proved why he's such a good batsman. And because he took the attack to the England bowlers, really. He didn't let them put the pressure on him, because he was putting the pressure on us.
And that's where we bowl better, if they go into their shell. As even Pujara couldn't really keep England out, but he just played with real authority, and his experience really did show. It was just a class innings, really.
Yeah, I think I said he averages like 85 at home, I think, Rohit Sharma, and today he proved why, really. Then in at 3 was Pujara, who he looked okay for his 21.
Yeah.
And then Leach, a great ball to get him out, and also great field setting. They kept talking about it on the commentary. They had sort of cover out to try and get him to try and open the face and push it out to that fielder, inviting him, giving them that shot almost, so that if it did spin, like the one that got Pujara out, he'd edge it. And a great catch from Stokes. Pujara out for 21.
Yeah. Rouhani, because I think most Indian viewers will want us just to skip over.
Ignoring what happened with Kohli.
Yeah,
Let's just say Moeen Ali bowled the best ball of the century.
Yes.
Which is the only way to get Kohli out for a duck, because Kohli's a god. Moeen Ali just bowled, Shane Warne-esque from Moeen Ali, if Shane Warne was an off.
Yeah, nothing else to see here, but no, Kohli, not a good shot.
Yeah, a very loose shot to play when you're on naught. Obviously, he wouldn't have been expecting it to do that, and you could tell from his face after it did do that and got him bowled. But yeah, trying to play sort of a big extravagant drive against the spin that early on in your innings isn't very wise, which is rare for him, actually. I'd have said he's normally quite a smart player. But, you're allowed to make one error of judgment every now and then.
Yeah.
Then next in was Rouhani, and he got somewhere in the 60s, didn't he?
67 off 149.
Yeah, he also looked very comfortable with Rohit in that great partnership of somewhere up towards 200, I think it was. Probably about 160, 170. He batted very well, hit some lovely boundaries on the offside especially. I mean, he just showed that he's a good player.
Basically.
And then I'm just trying to remember how he got out. Oh, yeah, he was bowled by Moeen Ali as well. Going for sweep, I think, and it just hit the rough. Spun, bounced, hit the stumps.
Basically, yeah. Rishabh Pant is still in. He's the key to get into the tail end quickly tomorrow. That's who we need to aim to get out quickly. But he's playing nicely, 33 not out. So Axar Patel, he's in. He's on 5 not out. Hopefully we can clear him up easily as well. But Ashwin, 13 off 19, Joe Root's wicket.
Yeah, it was a good ball from Root. It was caught behind, wasn't it?
Oldie Pope. I think he's a short leg.
Yeah,
he's the short leg man.
I just said to my brother, I think they should get silly pointing instead, because I can't see the ball going to short leg. 2 balls. Ashwin runs down the wicket, prods at one, inside. Ollie Pope takes the catch. I guess that's almost a reverse commentator's curse there. So I'll take it because it got England the win.
Yeah, so you fully planned it, but I don't think we could finish today's quick summary of this match without slaughtering this treason from this awful DRS decision. It doesn't matter that he was giving out 3 balls later. It only matters that it was an awful decision. They had the slide for which they had the proof that he gloved it, but they just choose to ignore that. They just chose to ignore it. It's like, you don't ignore the fact that he's gloved it. I mean, I don't know who the DRS guy was, but he was obviously sympathetic to India. I mean,
so to anyone who didn't watch it, Rouhani went to play a forward defence out just in front of his front pad. He missed it there. It hit the pad, then bounced off the pad and flicked his glove on its way up, where Ollie Pope caught it at his short leg. England reviewed it, and for some reason, all they checked was whether Rouhani hit it before it hit his pad, and not the second view, which was where he actually hit it. However, I'm pretty sure England got their review back, which I think suggests that they didn't have the footage ready quick enough, maybe.
But you just wait for the footage. It's like if you don't have Hawkeye ready, you don't just no. Oh no, we're not going to actually do the review because we're too lazy. We can't be bothered to do what we're paid to do. I mean, that's the thing on this series. Every single time they go for a review, it takes about half an hour. They've always been slow this series. It never takes that long. But they've been very slow, and now they just can't be bothered to do what they're being paid to do. And it's just not that hard, really. I mean, just give it out. It's out. Even if he had done some kicking ups with it and then hit it, which I think is illegal anyway, it still would have been out. But it didn't bounce, and he gloved it. It's out. So they need to mop that up.
Yeah, I agree. There must have been some reason why they didn't check that shot, but
because they wanted India to keep on batting.
And just before that, there had also been a very, very, very tight decision on a stumping against Rohit Sharma. I've obviously got a biased view of it as an Englishman, but it did look like maybe there wasn't any of the shoe behind the crease. It was very close, though. I would definitely not have wanted to be the third umpire in that scenario.
Well, it happened in Sri Lanka, decision like that, and I mean, I can understand if you don't give that one out, but then you go and not give a blatant where he punches the ball to short leg. I mean, I can understand if you're favourably to trying to keep Sharma in, but if he punches it to him, then you can't not give it out.
Yeah, so that's the controversy for today, and I think that's about it. I think predictions for tomorrow. I think if Rishabh Pant stays in, India will get to 400.
Yeah.
And I think they'll get to 400 and I think they'll be all out within the morning session, regardless of what happens. If Pant stays in a bit, they'll get to 400, 420 maybe. If it doesn't, England should bowl India out for 350, 360. And then I think England could be, if England does sort of 200 for 4 by the end of the day, after batting 2 sessions, then they'll be happy. And I'll be happy.
I'll be very happy as well. But if they can get India in at the end of day 3 after setting 400 and get a couple of wickets, then that would be perfect.
Okay, so that's it for today, I think.
Tune in tomorrow.
Hopefully there'll be another equally good day of Test cricket for us to digest.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and even if you didn't, but who wouldn't enjoy it? So thanks, Freddie.
Thank you, Oliver. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. ruined it, Oliver. You ruined it.
That's embarrassing. I'm just going to do it.
No, keep it in. Keep it in and do it again.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Call yourself a music scholar.